An unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. In this quote by Socrates, he is saying that if we do not self-reflect on our chosen actions, future ambitions, past mistakes, and joys, then we are served with a sense of numbness. It isn't worth the trouble of teaching someone something if they do not put in any effort to pay attention or encode the new information properly into memory. When we follow this slothful path, we become stagnant. We truly do not learn and grow from every aspect of life. We are, more or less, little seeds being tossed by the wind. Enormous potential, which we have not chosen to be put into use. So, what are some ways we can apply Socrates' sentiment and eliminate inertia in our self-progression? Number 1, journaling. Not only is this a stress-relieving habit which can spark thoughts of wisdom, but it's a doorway to the past. Once reread and examined, journal entries from years ago, if written thoroughly enough, allows one to rekindle past feelings of excitement amidst adventures, pain during trials, and even strength during seasons of waiting. In The Princess Diaries 2, Mia is seen journaling right as the movie begins. As she flies to the palace in Genovia, she is able to take this time to write out all her worries, as well as some self-assuring words of comfort as she ponders about all the to-dos for her upcoming royal coronation. What if she looked back on that journal, 2 years from now, and read it again? She would be able to evaluate what her past concerns were, how she dealt with and overcame them, and juxtapose that moment with how her life is currently. In my own life, I greatly value the peace which journaling provides. While reading back on past years, I can find value in the moments of social struggles, physical afflictions, and familial turmoil. Looking retrospectively is often a great source of clarity. Even if it's simply a sentence a day, journaling is a gift for the present and future you. It opens up time to explore yourself and figure out what you truly want in life. By putting things on paper, it takes the burden off your mind and to a place where you can actually see it. Writing down our problems is the beginning to finding a solution, and the subsequent steps are the effort one puts in. Even though the past can be painful, look at how you can learn and grow from it. Ensure you examine each moment you have lived. Value it. Number 2, look at social interactions. How often do you leave a conversation feeling uncomfortable, anxious, or even embarrassed? Are we supposed to stay in the state of worry whenever we enter a conversation? No. In order to combat this, we must analyze what's going wrong, going well, and what we can control. For instance, take a look at your confidence, listening skills, tone of voice, facial expressions, type of questions you ask, and how you answer them. Are you open, engaging, and interested? Since we interact with others on a daily basis, this also means that our social battery can be easily drained. Despite this fact, it's a lot easier to chat with others when you're actively enjoying it and making it fun. Rather than placing our focus on us, we can expand our view and take the pressure off of ourselves. While it can be recognized as human nature to subconsciously find little ways others may be judging us, we should reorganize our way of thinking so that we examine how we can be a positive change in others' lives. Often, we may leave conversations feeling a sense of emptiness. Whether that's out of a non-reciprocated lovingness or openness, it is often not our fault. In this instance, we can understand that others are going through their own pains and struggles. Their negative responses should not be taken personally, but rather rationally. In other words, get the spotlight off of you. Have confidence in your own abilities. Don't hyperfixate on the negativity of others, nor let your social battery be diminished that easily. In addition to those one-on-one interactions, ask yourself, how are you spending your time? A thoughtful review of your present actions is important in life. This doesn't mean being constantly busy to the point of burnout, but just being aware that what we're doing is bringing us joy, progression, and knowledge. Examine ways to teach yourself how to maintain your own peace. Figure out little hacks and reassuring reminders to give yourself when you find your temper slipping. Getting stuck in a mental state of airplane mode is also very tricky and seductive. We may often get too concentrated on a certain task to where we have an unwavering tunnel vision. This may lead us to being firmly attached to an outcome which is actually not guaranteed. Remember to take a step back and broaden our scope of life. One bad day does not define a lifetime and brand it as the same way. We must make sure we truly engage in activities which expand our perspectives rather than disintegrate our determination. Number 3, know yourself and your passions. I think the person we have the greatest opportunity to know, inside and out, would be ourselves. How often do we truly take the time to think about our character, who we are, our goals, interests, weaknesses, and strengths? In order to analyze the world, we must first know how we uniquely process things. What biases do we each hold, and what past life experiences influence that? Do we attack questions from a logical point of view, or one more emotionally driven? Additionally, we must figure out what we want to do with our life and what impact we want to make on society and on others. Are our current actions supporting or slowing that ambition? When we expand our list of talents, hobbies, and circle of friends, our character is refined in ways which benefit our current and future self. Anything we learn can be used in the future to help another. Even our personal experience with certain trials can be a blessing to someone who needs that insight. In any hobby, one must recognize the minor errors in order to get better. Strengthening techniques in sports, arts, and music is key. If we didn't persevere in practicing, then we would remain at beginner level. What makes life joyous and exciting is the fact that we can achieve limitless successes and master our talents. Another fun reminder is that as we go through life, our worldview also morphs. In the movie Tangled, Flynn Rider lived a life of thievery. However, after he went on adventures with and got to know Rapunzel, something inside him changed. He also says how she was his new dream. We may often not know what we want to do with the time we have, and that's okay. After recognizing this unknown, it is up to us to track it down and make a constant effort to live rather than simply survive. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." If we have faith that we can accomplish all things and have a knowledge that we are divinely loved without limit, we can be bolstered with strength. If we were in a classroom and we ignored all directions and never examined any of the helpful study guides or books, then it would be quite difficult to succeed. It is up to us to put in effort in every aspect of life. Heavenly Father wants us to succeed and leap over every hurdle. Through careful examination of His Word and humble listening to His voice, we can be truly bolstered with His strength. So here's your TF challenge, today through forever. Find new ways to analyze your past learned lessons, present focuses, and dreams for the future. Get in the habit of writing it all out. Strengthen your inquiring mind, which is great, despite our society.